I'm Erin Pavlina, and this is my friend Kevin.
Hello.
Today I'm going to answer some reader questions, and here we go.
Okay, our first question is the astral plane the same place we go when we die? The way you describe it sounds scary and filled with entities.
Okay, so the astral plane is not where we go when we die. That's a whole other plane, a whole other frequency, and it's all good. It's totally fine. You're going to be fine there. There's no dark entities there on the other side. The astral plane is filled with all manner of entities. Some are good, some are bad. Well, I should say high vibration and low vibration. So some of them are going to bother you the same way if you were having a picnic, you might be bothered by bees. But the bees are just being bees, and they're around, and you're in their domain, and they're going to come around, or like an animal, they might sniff you and see what you're about. And you might feel bothered by them, and some might attack you. So when you're actually on the astral plane, you do have to be careful, and you do have to understand that you're in like an astral wilderness that is full of all kinds of conscious entities, some of whom will be very friendly and some who won't. And also, you're going to encounter some really great things on the astral plane as well. It's not all doom and gloom and It's going to be, you can connect with deceased loved ones, you can connect with your spirit guides, you can connect with angelic energies, celestial beings. So it's just like any, kind of neighborhood you might drive to. Some will be better than others, some will be safer than others, and that's just something you have to plan for, prepare for. But the actual other side, where you go when you die, will be fantastic.
Is that the name that you always use for that place, the other side?
Sometimes I say the other side, sometimes I call it the ether. I don't like to use a religious term like heaven, because that's sort of, to me, an unnecessarily charged word with an expectation that comes with it. So I usually call it the ether.
Okay, you mentioned you used the metaphor of a picnic and bees or ants. But to be clear, some of these entities might be quite powerful, more so relative than bees and ants. Is that right?
That is correct. So you might sometimes encounter a T-Rex. If that happens to you, you should leave. You should leave immediately and go back to where you came from.
Very good. All right, our next question is from Kim, and Kim would like to know, when you tune in to the other side or the divine, what is the physical feeling you get in your head? And are the other side and the divine the same?
That's an interesting question. So when I think of the other side, the other side and the divine are really kind of the same thing. There's a lot of beings on the other side, and you have your spirit guides, your angelic beings, your celestials, ascended masters, your higher self, your deceased relatives. It's a whole plethora of beings over there. So when I tune in to a being on the other side, it feels different depending on what I'm tuning into. So if I'm tuning into spirit guides, it's a different feeling in my body and in my head than it is when I'm tuned into an ascended master, they have much higher vibrations, and that kind of affects me. So I might feel a tingling in my head, and I might feel floaty. So I might feel like I'm floating and I can't feel my body anymore. I've noticed that the higher vibration I go, the less I can feel my physical body anymore. So celestial beings are very high, ascended masters, angelic energies, things like that. Yeah, it does feel a little different. And it's going to feel different depending on who you are and how you tune in. So you might have a feeling in your head, you might have a feeling in your body. It could be different.
Does your sense of self remain the same? Do you still have all your identity and your Erin Pavlina-ness?
You do, but it's definitely pushed to the background. When I'm tuning in, I definitely am leaving ego behind. In order to get to the high vibrations, you have to really drop yourself off, and so that you can ascend and so you can connect with those frequencies. Otherwise, you're not going to hear them or see them or feel them if you can't get yourself out of the physical and into the celestial.
So, to be clear, your ego drops, or you have to drop your ego?
I drop my ego because I have to.
Okay.
But I can re-access it if I need to. But if I do that, I will likely fall out of my vibrational state and lose my connection with the higher energies.
I see. All right. Well, Ivana would like to know what your thoughts are on twin flames. Do they exist? Can someone have more than one twin flame? And how would you know if you met your twin flame?
Oh, the old twin flame. I do get a lot of questions about this from my clients when I do readings. They send me a picture of somebody they're interested in and ask if it's their twin flame. I also get questions like, I know this person is my twin flame, but he's mistreating me and I'm getting really tired of it, but I know I'm supposed to stay with him because we're twin flames, and so how can I change him or make him better and treat me better? So I do not believe in twin flames. I do not believe that you came here with the design of meeting one person and only one person who's going to be compatible with you for life, because when we come here we have free will and we make decisions based on what we desire at the time. And so at the time you attract, you're going to attract what you are a vibrational match for. And over time, your vibration might change, and you may no longer feel compatibility with the person that you once thought was your one and only. And then, like I said, some people feel like they're stuck and they have to stay with them, or they're breaking some kind of contract. But you're not. Only be with people that treat you kindly and with respect.
Okay. Our last question for today is, can spirit guides help one to overcome oppression by evil and unseen forces?
Spirit guides, we're going to use an analogy. So for me, it's like your spirit guides are like the park ranger. So you walk into a big national park and you say to the ranger, I feel like climbing a mountain today. Can you recommend a good trail? And the park ranger is extremely knowledgeable about all the trails you're going to encounter, and he or she is going to be very capable of explaining to you where to go and what to do. You know, do you want a steep hike? Do you want a slow and low, nature walk?
I like this metaphor with mountain climbing and national park guides.
Yeah, and then they're also going to be able to see if you're properly equipped. So they might say, you're packing a little light there. I don't know if you're going to make it up that tall mountain, but if you want to have an easier hike, you can go around on this trail, or you can, get your pack ready and make sure that you can get up that mountain safely. So spirit guides are like the park rangers. They are not necessarily going to rescue you from the mountain lion or the bear. Okay, they're there to guide you and tell you what is going to happen on each path you choose and how to get up that mountain in the easiest way possible. When you are dealing with evil entities or oppressive forces, you want astral Superman. That's who you want backing you up if you ever encounter either something on the astral plane or some kind of entity that is attacking you or oppressing you. Then you want to go to like an angelic energy or a celestial being.
I've never met him myself, but I've heard Michael is excellent in this regard.
Yes, Archangel Michael is real good at protecting wayward travelers, and also just even if you're not astral traveling, people who are attracting oppressive forces.
Here in the physical.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could just be driving to the supermarket and be preyed upon by an entity that thinks you look like a tasty snack.
That's really interesting. Can you show us how we might do that? How we might try to call in help from somebody like the Archangel Michael?
So if you are astral, you will be able to very easily just call out for Archangel Michael, and you will want to, and you will remember to, and he will come, and he will drag away whatever has set itself upon you. But if you're starting to feel oppressive forces in your daily life, you might be having a paranormal problem, and you can certainly meditate and ask Archangel Michael or a celestial being to help you.
As simply as that, Archangel Michael, can you please help me?
Yes, I feel it helps if you're in a meditative state, kind of meet him halfway on the frequency. But he can find you anywhere that you are. It's very important to understand and realize that you do not want to attract things in the first place, obviously, if you can. So try to keep a high vibration and try to always be a good, kind person out in the world.
Okay. Well, that was our last question for today.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and feel free to submit a question. There's a link in the description. Thank you, Kevin, for asking the questions today.
It's my pleasure.
Wonderful.